Holmgren got inside that zone, back outside. It's SGA! Pure from downtown. And SGA decides to pull it out as he's already got 20 points. How about this, Michael? 7 out of 8 shooting. He has just been blistering and making it out of 9.
He that run also for the Thunder with his three-point shooting. As Utah.
SGA making his move, passes, Hartenstein rejected. SGA on the putback.
As well with that short clock.
There's SGA, somehow slipped in, and Caruso fed him.
That boy is good.
Very much so, because I keep getting these videos of how inhuman Nikola Jokic is. Nikola Jokic is coming down to the wire with one of the worst teams in the NBA, in the Sacramento Kings. But you get a guy like SGA who's handily destroying everybody they put in front of him. The Trailblazers got dominated. They was down by 30 by the third quarter. Guess what? Guess how many points SGA had? 37. 37. He sat out the whole fourth quarter with only 9 free throws, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 50, 40, 90. So why is it that we have to keep having these conversations? Shot 68% in that game alone last night.
But it led by as many as 27. SGA pulls up out of it.
As of right now, SGA still has more 30-point games than Nikola Jokic. But right now, Luka Doncic is leading the league in scoring with only 414 points. But SGA got 580. Luka has missed games. SGA has not missed games yet. When they miss those games, they should factor that in to their average for the season right then and there. You don't play, it drops your average. That's how it should be played, how it should be registered. But they don't. They find some way to sway the numbers. Like, you can't say what this man has been doing with this team isn't pure dominance. Last season, the first 19 games, there were 15-4, and that's with a fully healthy roster. As of right now, this season, they're 17-2, and that's without Jalen Williams.
Yes.
Fun fact, do y'all know this is the 90-plus straight 20-point scoring game for SGA right now? Did you know that? He has had 90 games where he has scored 20-plus points, only below Wilt Chamberlain. That did it twice before him. And then it's Wilt Chamberlain, SGA, Michael Jordan, and then KD. Oh, Oscar Robinson as well. But we're not going to give this man any greatness when he's been on this streak. And then you got these D-heads that like to say, oh, he plays with this nice roster, or, you know, his roster is so elite compared to everyone else. No, you know what he did? Took what he had been given and worked with it. Aaron Wiggins is a second-round pick, 55. A.J. Mitchell is a second-round pick, 38. Lou Dort was undrafted. Alex Caruso played for 3 different teams. Isaiah Hartenstein is a six-team journeyman. Chet is a 3-year player. In the year that they won that championship, he only played 32 games. Isaiah Joe is a second-round pick, 49th pick. Cason Wallace is a second-season player. He played 1 year with the 76ers. You got Jalen Williams, the big one, Jay Williams as they call him, a second-round, 34th pick. Kenrich Williams is undrafted. Jalen Williams is a third-year player. Just last year, he has had 4 to 5 more games with 50-plus. How can we say that's not greatness?
This quarter. And Shai's been very active on the offensive end, and he attacks and scores again.
This is how ignorant people are. So, one Nikola Jokic channel that I went to go check out, I scrolled down to look at the comments. I kind of spammed the comments a little bit. And one of the comments that I read was, SGA only won him and Joel Embiid because they're black. I'm starting to believe what Ticket TV is saying about some of these YouTubers that are Nikola Jokic fans, because they'll make all of these videos praising Kobe and Michael Jordan, But when it comes to SGA, they don't have nothing to say. But when it comes to Luka and Jokic, it's videos all over the place. I don't know if I want to place that label on these guys by calling them racist, but it's something. Because another guy in the comments said, I see all you do is make Nikola Jokic videos. Why don't you make no videos about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I gladly hopped under his comment and said, because this is a biased page. He's not going to do that. He's right in line with the other guy that probably looks exactly like him.
Imagine that. It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the posse, cutting in the crib.
Yeah, I said it. 2 Charlie Sheens. And y'all know exactly what I mean. I'm not gonna put that on this channel because I'm not that type of guy. But honestly, some stuff goes without saying. Sometimes the proof is in the pudding. Sometimes you get the point. But back to SGA. Man, you know this dude is leading the whole league in scoring with 580 points, probably 600 plus since the game last night. But that's not going to get highlighted. That's not going to get any shine. Why hasn't ESPN made any videos about how good Cade Cunningham is doing? How good Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is doing? No, we just keep getting constant coverage of Nikola Jokic, plumber 1, and Luka Doncic, plumber 2. We keep getting coverage about these dudes. These dudes are good. They're good basketball players. They're good for what they bring to the sport. But we're talking about real basketball where you're playing on both sides of the floor. There's no we don't care about triple doubles. Did you lead your team to the promised land or not? Were you one of the factors? Were you hurting your team in a way? Were you bringing your team down? Did you do your part? And I'm not just talking about points, rebounds, and assists. I'm talking about points, rebounds, assists, and defense. Did you do that more times than not? No. SGA is averaging the same amount of rebounds blocks as Nikola Jokic. 1.5 steals for SGA, 1.6 for Nikola Jokic. That's 0.1. And he's what, 7 inches smaller than he is. But yet and still, you got these channels that like to claim Nikola Jokic is human. He's very much so human. I mean, look at him. He's out of shape. He ain't got no muscle definition. I'm sorry, but he's ugly. I ain't saying I don't judge men, but he's a plumber. He's a good basketball player. He's for his size, I don't know how he does it. But we're not about to sit up here and keep ignoring the true MVP, the person that won 3 MVPs in one season. Played 75 games last year. He looked like he's on a roll to play all 82. If not, play 80, 75, 80 plus. We gonna see though. I mean, you know how things are. Bodies, anything is inevitable. Anything can happen. But God forbid that is the case. And he keeps doing what he's doing because he's coming off as Jordan-esque, Kobe-esque with the way he's carrying this team, with what he has. He's not begging for trades. He's not going out here saying when his team loses, his fan base isn't saying, oh, Chet Holmgren didn't do his part. Jalen Williams didn't do his part. Only people that do that is ESPN. Oh, Jalen Williams needs to step up, but his fans aren't saying that. They had a bad game. And there's some cases where Jalen Williams does need to step up and be more consistent. But we're not sitting up here trashing him saying trade him. We're not doing that either. But there's only a couple of fan bases that do that. That's Luka Doncic's fan base and Nikola Jokic's fan base. He sucks. The rest of the team is trash. But when that team come off the bench, after everybody sat out last night, that bench they got up off of that bench and continued lighting the Trailblazers up. SGA is setting the example for what he expects out of his team and his teammates, out of the front office. Get me what I need. I ain't asking for no trades. I'm not asking you to go get me nobody. Just get me what I need and make sure it's worth the while. He don't trash his teammates. They do their little post-game interviews all together. That's leading by greatness. Leading, what was it? Attitude reflect leadership. His attitude is flowing all throughout that team. And look at him, 17-2. But we're going to keep just ignoring these things because we want to cheer on the big, tall, foreign white guy that gets a bunch of triple doubles. That's what they're going to keep doing. He's human. He's very much so human. Look at him. I'm just saying, SGA's human too. But if you take a look at Nikola Jokic, he looks like a bus driver, a plumber, a guy that's sitting in the front office doing HR paperwork, a guy that's probably a mechanic, a guy that's a school janitor. You know, you don't see guys that look like him doing what he's doing, but he does it. And he does a good job at it, but it's not leading his team anywhere. Sorry to upset you, not sorry, but I'm going to tell the truth over here. SGA should be giving more praise, should be getting that coverage that Nikola Jokic is getting. That coverage that Luka Doncic is getting. That small market team where he won that team their first franchise when they had KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. But he was the one to do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And the other kicker is this to this whole MVP race conversation. Nikola Jokic has new teammates. He has new teammates this year. It still isn't a number one seed in the Western Conference. SGA is running it back with the same exact roster that he had last year and is number one. It is 17-2.
How does that happen?
And the sad part about these two Nikola Jokic pages, they criticize the hell out of LeBron James. But Nikola Jokic damn near does the same exact thing that LeBron James does. His fan base. The whole little, give me my triple doubles, it's my teammates' fault. His teammates get thrown under the bus and he hasn't said anything. They'll move the goalpost for LeBron, but then they'll put it right back in place when it comes to Nikola Jokic. But they do the same exact thing. The team blaming. All the triple doubles. You gotta defer to me. If you don't defer to me, then you're getting traded. Nikola Jokic doesn't say it. His fan base says it. The front office listens to him, and he's saying it without saying it. He got Coach Malone fired, I believe. But you got a guy in SGA that's humble, keeps his head down, takes care of his body, goes out there and pushes his team to the limit. He's sitting out fourth quarters of the game, already cracking 30-plus points by the third quarter. How do you do that? That's Jordan-esque, Kobe-esque. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to give this guy his flowers. But the guy that I'm saying is Jordan-esque and Kobe-esque, those two channels shit on. But they praise Kobe and Jordan, but then they don't recognize the stuff that SGA is doing the same as Jordan and Kobe. But then they go ahead and make 1,000 videos about Nikola Jokic? It doesn't make sense. But I'm at the point where these YouTubers are on a serious payroll. They're on a payroll of these players or some of these players' agents or agencies. And this is what they're doing. They're getting paid to push out these narratives for these players. So when they sit and they make 1,000 of these Nikola Jokic videos, but they make 1,000 videos about LeBron James, they're hypocrites. But SGA is on a road to winning another championship, another MVP, another Western Conference Finals MVP, and maybe even another scoring title. We shall see. But I'm going to put some more of my work at the end of this video, man, SGA included. But if you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video, and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it. It'd be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us, as in me and you. And don't forget to hit that hype too. With that being said, good day.